この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Mawaru Penguindrum, starting with episode 11. Last week, we had probably my first real favorite standalone Penguindrum episode in episode 9, where Ikuhara decided to take a headlong dive and then a nice long swim in the Lake of the Surreal. We had a very dreamlike sequence where our Himari experienced a whole lot of things. A library, a book, a particular quest for this particular bit of knowledge that led her down, down, down into this sort of through the looking glass type of world where we found this crazy library seemingly stretching infinitely in all directions and containing books that detailed elements of her own past, her own stories, her own maybe repressed memories, things she doesn't really want to see. We met Sanetoshi, who introduced himself with the absolutely insane statement, "Isn't it electrifying?" Because that's how you introduce a fucking character, and seems to be some kind of godlike caretaker of this universe of knowledge. We went through a whole bunch of books, went down, 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 further and further and further, went yellow, green, and red, and talked a whole bunch about a whole bunch of, I don't know, Ikuhara-isms, weird phrases that have like a ton of innate symbolic meaning, but no specific meaning that we can understand at this point, at least. Things like bride of fate, fruit of fate, destination of fate, and the wonderful and very terrifying child broiler. There was a whole lot of weird stuff going on in this episode, and it was frankly fucking beautiful all the way through. I really enjoyed a lot of the framing, a lot of the shot composition, a lot of the use of color. It was just fantastic, and it did a whole lot to further our understanding of Himari as a character. She is too good for this world, although she seems to have done something in her past that she may not be able to forgive herself for that led to her becoming an outcast. And some people pointed out that maybe she was just getting sick and having to leave because of that. I don't think that's the case because it doesn't explain the eraser being thrown at her. The object being thrown at her, the very literal stone being thrown, speaks to some kind of transgression, something that she did that she cannot be forgiven for, that prevented her from becoming, as we found out, a member of Triple H. And we discovered a little bit of why these two girls keep showing up everywhere and why there's so much merch from their idol group in the household. It's because Himari was essentially a founding member before they got famous and could have been a member afterward, but for some reason, some fate perhaps, wasn't able to. Really fantastic episode, both touching and terrifying, and I could just keep talking about it for a long time. We also got the introduction of a second penguin hat, and the wielder slash wearer of it, a boy named Mario, though he's only introduced to us directly at the end of the next episode, which focuses much, much, much more on Kanba, although it gives all the characters little moments. There was a kiss. There was a Minotaur's labyrinth of sorts, given the reference to Ariadne and her thread. There were a whole bunch of strange memories of a love that Kanba has either repressed or just not thought about for a long time. Or they're not real memories, which is also a distinct possibility, and this lady might be really fucking crazy. She's obviously pretty crazy, but we'll see how her dangerous obsession with Kanba plays out as we move along, I suppose. It's very interesting that Kanba, the womanizer, who goes through and discards women, has met his match in a woman who actually wants him. It's kind of... there's a distinct irony to it, and it's tasty. I'm really curious to see more about this. There's also an irony in this character who seems to be stealing memories from people or removing them, erasing memories, attempting to insert memories into Kanba. it's a weird dynamic going on here, and I'm curious to see how it plays out. More than anything, I'm curious to see the ramifications of Ringo's actions in this episode. She gave up the second half of the diary willingly, and a whole bunch of characters changed a lot in this past episode, with Ringo being more willing to do something for other people and give up the diary, with Kanba, who was just a couple episodes ago obsessed with getting the diary to save his sister, giving it back to her because it's important to her, and not much changing for Shoma yet. He's still eats things and gets fucking drugged. Baka. Um, there's a whole lot of interesting stuff going on. We just met Mario. I don't know if we're gonna continue meeting Mario or if that's just gonna be a little tease that he exists and we'll just go other places with it. I can see the first frame of episode 11, and it is the Ringo's household. So I guess we're starting there. And that's it. We got a whole bunch of weird things going on and no knowledge of where the story is going at the moment. I'm really curious to see what character actions are going to push the story forward, and what is gonna happen here now that we no longer have a relatively clear cut goal of just getting the diary from Ringo. What will we take as the Penguindrum now? Will we have to go and consult with the princess? Probably. I don't know. Let's dive into it, and I guess we'll just find out. So I've got episode 11 of Mawaru Penguindrum up and ready to go. It's 0 seconds. There will be two versions of this reaction. You can find a picture-in-picture version up there, with the video up there linked in the description, and a timer-based version up on YouTube. If you want to do a syncy thing and sync up your own copy of the episode with the timer-based version, you are welcome to do so. Just get your copy ready because the beep beep timer to count you down will be coming at you now. All right, hello, Kamba. Oh, this is Natsume is not Ringo. I messed that up. I don't know why. Okay. Okay. This is the music that we used for the gunslinger sequence, right? Ooh, it's eerie now. Little penguin samurai. It's so cute. Waddle, 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 waddle. Uh-huh. Staircases and oh, a mannequin with the sweater and a picture, an image, a puppet. So he goes to her willingly. Will he be able to see her penguin? Wait, he's already seen her penguin. We know about that. Okay. Wonder if he'll meet Mario. Mario doesn't seem to live with her. She met him on the train. Her absolute control has crumbled. Okay. And now it is light here. Oh my god. No. And we got that song playing again. Oh, wow, the tiger devouring him. That's such good framing. Holy shit. Because you crazy. Because you crazy, lady. Aha. We Uh-huh. Art is truth. Okay. Fair enough. Not at all. Yeah. Uh-oh. You never say that to your stalker. Um Love Hunter. Possession. Nope. Uh-huh. Oh boy. What did he say? We gonna go flashback? Huh. Balls struck their foreheads. What are those balls? The victims lost their memories. Yeah. Oh, yep. Mm-hmm. That place? So you took it upon yourself to keep your secret? That's a veiled threat. She's got some dirt on him. Oh. Okay. I think she's saying you already are. That place? You really don't. Mario? Mario? Oh, in heels. Oh, another person. I have my own reasons for fighting. Oh? Where'd you get that? Wait, what? It wasn't you that got the first half? Oh. It wasn't her. On the bike. Oh. Oh, that changes everything. There's another party. Why did you hand it over? Oh. Hey. What? Something changed everything. Fuck. 740 slogan. Taro? Yam? Oh boy. Okay. Oh god, Ringo. Truly. I don't need your help. That's true. Uh-huh. You are a perfectly competent weirdo. That one word changed everything. Sayonara? Oh boy. Going back to okay. Lady chanted frog. Oh boy. It's so simple. Seems legit. Smash on your face. Ringo. She's gonna do it though. She's fucking nuts. What a great scream. Twitch, twitch. Ugh. How can she breathe? Can she breathe? Oh god. Oh no. Somewhere isolated. Or I can force you to drink this shit. Sparkle, sparkle. Ugh, why is it salty? Ugh, you're not Tomosato. Yeah, it smells like sweat. Hey, that's not right. Oh fuck. It's not gonna work, right? Oh my god. Oh no. What? Is it gonna turn him into a frog? Like a reverse Princess and the Frog? Oh no! What? It fucking what? Oh god, she has gotten what she wanted now. Oh no. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? What about Yuri? Oh my god. Oh my god. It lasts for 1 hour. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah. Yeah. Ding. Huh. Yeah, but it's not what you want, is it? Holy shit. Holy shit. The reversal. Oh my god. Oh my god. She walks away from what she wanted. Hey. Hey. Is he gonna turn into a frog? Is this gonna turn into rape? No, 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 no. The phone. What the fuck? Hi, Super Frog. Oh shit. Oh my god, Ringo, you fucking homewrecker. Oh, you fucked up so bad. Huh? I mean, no, but you're just gonna, okay? Holy shit, Yuri. This just got so complicated. Max. Oh, it only lasts one night. Okay. Okay, this is a lot less bad. That's much better. All right, roll cabbage. What's up? Yeah, it's been a weird day. Made a dude drink my frog sweat. Oh my god, what the fuck is this episode? Oh, it's curry. Aww. Ooh. Oh, that is not what I expected. Oh boy. Oh my god, Ringo. Figure your shit out already. Okay, we're gonna go back to this. Alright, we done? Fate or something. Oh. Uh, one of those is not like the rest. Uh, wait. Where did she get the hat? I guess we're going in. In we go. Okay. Doing an abridged version, I guess. Hello. That's us. What? Such a fucking savage. Okay. First real appearance of this symbol. Well, I mean, it's been there before, but it's the loop. The spinning. All right. Oh. 95, 95. Hey. Oh. What? Was it the end of the episode? Sure. What? It's our fault that your sister died? How? How? Were they were they clogging up the hospital or something? What a ridiculous episode. Holy shit. Aww. Whoa. Lily Hoshino. Going with the negative space a little bit here. That's pretty great. Pretty great. The suits are just the background. Wow. Wowzers. Whoa, this was an episode. So this entire episode takes place in the overworld. No crazy Destination of Fatey stuff. Just pushing through story beats. And we get just a sequence of interesting reveals and odd things going on here. Whoa. Okay, what is Juria Light's name? Is it's Natsume Penguindrum? Masako Natsume. Got it. Looking away because there might be spoilers elsewhere. Masako. I'm just gonna write that down because I don't. Masako Natsume. Got it. She says some really interesting things in this episode. Really sort of exposits her whole philosophy on things. Kind of a dog eat dog, hunter be hunted world. And then she's got this odd interpretation of art, truth, and love. That comes off as strange, but she also comes off as absolutely and 100% believing that her interpretation is correct. I'm really curious about this concept of the canvas lays the subject bare and the art is truth sequence here. Did you enjoy our game? Not so bad to be chasing. Love the framing on this shot. Very much the tiger in focus, and then we go depth of field to Kanba. Very much the terrible beast threatening to devour him. And there's very much the same energy when she comes up behind him and sort of leans on him and is like, "How much do you love me?" She scares me. Like, she genuinely scares me. Okay. Uh, it can be said that the canvas lays its subject bare, but it's the rest of what she says. A live person doesn't think twice about telling lies. That goes for me and you as you are now. And so I paint. The Kamba Takakura in my art is my truth. But it's also not the truth. It's kind of in the same way that Ringo associates her own the manifestations of her own doing with some kind of ethereal fate. Masako associates these creations, these fictional kambas, as her truth, but ignores the real person who he is. It's really strange. Really strange. Sweet whispers of love mean nothing to me. But then she asks, she says love is but a word, just a concept. Great. It's just hormones in the brain. Tell me, how much do you love me? Everything she says is at odds with itself. Like, she wants the him, but she also doesn't want real love. She wants what she considers truth in love via her art. She wants to like freeze him in carbonite and keep him as a possession. There's a line a bit later about possessions, or is it earlier? No, it's later. It's here. This world is just a love hunting zone. And then she says something about possessing. True love that seeks not in return. There are a couple of weird translations here, but it comes across. It's about possessing the true form of the object of one's affection. So she understands that people have layers. It's almost Plato's cave, where she thinks that the real person in front of her is a mere shadow of their inner self, and she wants to possess the perfect, like, true form of that person, the thing casting the shadow. But she doesn't think that that's the person themselves. It makes sense in a weird, twisted logic way. But I am a victor in love. No, not at all. And both parties must be on equal footing. I am the match for you, and your match is me. I love the little visual cues, like the hula hoop falling when she shout when wait, actually, who shouts silence? She shouts it. Suddenly it falls apart. She pours him tea and he throws her ping pong ball stuff back at him. But there's something else here, something else that Kamba remembers, something that he said as a child to her, and she has taken it to heart and believes it. And he doesn't care about it anymore. I don't know what it would be, though. How weird. How weird. All right, and then we do a flashback to some horrifying moments. I made those girls forget about you. Those girls weren't qualified to hunt, but I did this to keep your secret. I'm protecting you. And moreover, I can let your secret out. What is Kanba's secret? I don't know. No need to hide. I know everything about you. I have no secrets. She just continues to egg him on. And then we talk about the Emperor Penguins, which is fucking weird and horrifying, kind of. It's that kind of place. And there's a mention of that place. I don't know where it is, but it happens. We know it happens. Um, yeah. This hunt is fate. Okay. Sure. And then Mario appears. We need the diary too. And so we find out that he is here, and Mario is somebody she cares about and wants to save, or needs to save, or something. In the same boat that Himari is, but she's alone. A little crown on the hat. Prince and princess, I suppose? Perhaps. Perhaps. I'm not handing it over. Who would have thought the curse from 16 years ago would take this form? That being, again, the day of the incident, right? Okay. So, lots of things lining up in weird ways. She ends up on the phone once more. He doesn't seem to realize that we have only obtained half of the diary, which means she grabbed the diary that Ringo dropped, but somebody else snatched it, and it was a woman in a black catsuit. There is only one female character that I can think of at the moment who we have already been introduced to who might have any stake in this game, and we have no idea what her stake in this game might be, but it's fucking Yuri. That's my guess at the moment, is that Yuri is a third party working in a weird way doing something. And I don't know what or why or how. But we don't know anybody else. We know it's a woman. We saw breasts in the one frame when she flashed by. We didn't see the face because motorcycle helmet. But a woman, a competent woman, snatched that half of the diary. Outside of... Wait, but wasn't Yuri knocking on the door? Wasn't she in the home at that moment? So it can't be her, can it? That was why we were fleeing, wasn't it? That she came home? Shit. So it's somebody else. Oh my god. Could you promptly find the other half for me? Wait, is that the first half? Yeah, okay, it would have been the first half, because it's the second half that got snatched. Fuck. Oh my god. You knew we needed it to save Himari's life. You gave it away so easily. And then we get their relationship, smackety smackety smack. And Ringo is just a confused mess at this point. She just goes straight back into her comfort zone of beating the shit out of Shoma and talking about how she has to become her sister. And yeah, all right, sure. I can remember some of it. I think it was written in the diary, we'll spend an exceptionally romantic night together, I guess. Fine, Ringo. Oh, no. And we have a slogan. I didn't catch it the first time it went by. But, It was that one word changed everything. And we get the stupid penguin doing the fart thing, which is just weird. And then we get the Sayonara reveal. As she says Sayonara, the slogan comes up. Okay. And Shoma's a sad boy. And she's going to ridiculous ends again. Just ridiculous. Way too far, as usual, because Ringo is fucking crazy. And this time it works. It's really clever that we don't get the reveal of the it only works for one day, so use this as only as a last resort. Oh my god. It has a mysterious gamey aroma. Delicious. And oh my god, it works. Oh my god, it works. And we watch the fairy tales shatter, right? We watch some insanity. Oh no, that happens once he says the thing. The whole thing stops, pops up. I love you, Ringo. Oh no. Oh no. We go into fairy tale space, and then it shatters and is reality as well as fairy tale space. And then we go into full framed fairy tale space, supported by burbs. And it's just infantile fantasy. And their name replaces everything and it becomes everything. This moment, hilarious. Just hilarious. Oh my god. We will sing forever, and here we are. I'm sure there's a meaning to everything. Similar to the speech that he made when he was talking about Momoka to her when she was a child. And here we are. This is what we've wanted, and yet it's wrong. Ah. But the day I could become one with Momoka. They're making reparations via curry of all things. Stuffed curry cabbage. This Shoma face is excellent. This is excellent. I love it. And we go for it, and she rejects him. She can't do it, but she doesn't know. Doesn't know why. Do I love you? I'm not sorry. And then everything turns horror. Oh my god, he just starts gibbering and being creepy, and we go monochromatic but green instead of the red that Ikuhara usually likes to use, and it is fucking effective. And luckily, it only lasts for one day. I assume that there's some detail of information related to this portion of the transformation on this screen, but I don't know what it says because it's not translated, and that kind of sucks. But we get the phone dropped and shoved under the door. I wonder if that's important for some reason. And a full-on, here's Johnny, don't be scared. Right. And then Yuri's here. And suddenly everything is complicated. And up until this point, we are under the impression that this potion lasts forever. It shouldn't work at all because it's ridiculous. It's wishful thinking, but it does. Story tells us that it does, but it seems to last forever. And she thinks it lasts forever. And so she asks Yuri to give him up. Yuri hears this and just, yeah, sure, I'll break up with him. I don't really care. Which is entirely at odds with a whole bunch of the stuff that Yuri has done in the past, like giving up her profession as a relatively beloved actress in order to start dating this guy and become engaged with him. Like, there are plenty of indications that Yuri actually likes him, but also some weird shit where it seems like she's going after him for some other reason. And this is confusing to me. I don't know, man. And she just hits Ringo with some fucking truth. Like, oh, wait, you're not into that Shoma guy? You guys seem alright together. I mean, you got a weird beat the shit out of him up dynamic, but hey, y'all are okay. Do you really love my engaged, my betrothed? I don't think you do. I think you're obsessed with him for an ulterior motive, for a different reason. And she's spot on. I knew it. You are in love with him. Silly girl. Only lasts for one night. Thank God. And then we have our reunion, and we beat the shit out of Shoma for being nice. And then more of this, more of that, more of this, and suddenly there's a hat. I don't know where it came from. How did her hair get down from those buns? Who cares? It's happening. Says on. And here we are. Princess of the Crystal is the savagest savage, and I fucking love it. Cry, monkey bitch. Screech it all out to the world. I'll make an exception and allow it. Fuck. And we start explaining. I was born on the same day. She died in that incident. And he begins to explain. Suddenly we're all on this train together. 95, 95, 95. The incident. The subway attack. That incident. This whole in-train sequence reminds me more than anything, in a weird way, of a somewhat similar train sequence in Evangelion where a bunch of shit goes wacky. I don't know why that's what I think of, but something about the visual language on display here makes me think of that. And number 2 eats something stupid, because of course he does, and it's our fault. We are the reason my brother Kamba and I were born on that day, and it is our fault that your sister is dead. Well, are we going to actually explain this in the next episode? Or are we going to do the classic Swait and Bitch, where we say incredibly impactful story thing and then just ignore it for a little while? I'd say it's probably a 50-50 toss-up. We'll see. In any case, this has been episode 11 of Penguindrum, and wow, a lot happened here. Things just got real complicated, and then a lot less complicated, and then a lot more complicated again, and it's whiplash. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break, and then we'll dive into episode 12. So I'll see you in a moment. Peace. All right, welcome back. We are all synced up and good to go for Penguindrum episode 12. Before we do, there was one thing that I thought of as I was doing the syncy thing, which is that, again, we have a bit of a relation, or, I don't know, something between fate and family. In this case, Ringo's found family in Himari and Shoma and Kanba, who welcome her back with the curry, and which is symbolic for her of family as a concept, and that's pretty nice. It's pretty good. Just wanted to say that because it is pretty nice. So we had quite a few strange reveals in the last episode, and I am wondering if we are going to focus on them. I can see the first frame, and we are clearly in the doctor's office with the spinning contraption sitting in the corner. So okay, cool. I wonder if this will be flashback time. We'll see. Anyway, episode 12, beep beep timer. That's Kamba, but he's saying Shoma's line. Yeah, this is the same. Whoa. What? Another one is born. Hi, Sanatoshi. His dad. The doctor's gone. And he has a fruit. And a bullet. Or, not, it's not a bullet. It's one of those vials, right? Or is it a bullet? Bullet or ampule. Whoa. We're starting a new chapter, aren't we? So that was implying a new awakening of someone? Like another one emerges, but this one has rabbits? Black rabbits with red eyes. Creepy. And we see Sanetoshi in the real world, in real established locations. So he's not just a figment of Himari's imagination. Fair enough. Okay. Got a whole new symbolic language now, right? These. They're ampules. Okay. Repeating the opening line gives the impression that we're starting anew, or we've come around. Are those the sweets? Nice. Oh, Jesus. Silent phone call. Oh boy. So here we are. Yeah, that's what I want to know. Working for... What? Boxes, boxes, boxes. Sarazanmai. What are they shipping? But it was twins, right? Fraternal twins? How are there... Why are there two? Are they not really brothers? Okay, the subway, the van. Heisty music. Let's initiate the survival strategy. So was his father a cult member? Or is it very different in this world? Momoka has... So he dodged fate. The incident has already occurred. So small. Higashi Koenji Station. And a riot. Spinning. Spinning. Too late, bud. Because she... and her sister born on the same day. There's a reason he needs to believe that everything has a reason. Hello, little Ringo. Severed and reattached fingers? Sure. And divide. True. Okay. Yep, that's us. We have? And she dies. Whoa. And the world folds away. Sanetoshi? Or Mario? Oh? No slogan. Okay. Got ourselves an apple. What? Are those the dark bunnies? Manifested as humans? That happened before I was born? Aw, mirroring his father's run. Mari always cared for us. I can't lose her. She's the world to me. Okay. Hmm. Aw, Himari. Oh, I never noticed the turtles all the way down, hanging over there. Aw. Going for a little bit of bondage there. Mary-san? Who dat? Oh. Okay, we're gonna do a different kind of storytell. Fairy tale storytelling. Okay. Hospital. The red line. Torch of the Goddess. It's like the taunting of the serpent, except They're cute, creepy bunnies. How ridiculous. Oh? No luck. Bruh. Okay. Apple trees, Himari. Uh-huh. Further and further. Like the fruit of fate. Choose one of the... Yep. Okay. And it didn't work. Is she dead? Oh, holy shit, the penguin's fading. Who was that? Hi, Sanatoshi. The fuck are you gonna do? This punishment has to be the most unjust. Hello. What? 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 The apple tree withers. Two black bunnies appear. They tempt Mary to go and take something, the ashes from the torch of the goddess, sprinkle them over the tree, and it will be revived. And so it is done. The tree is revived, the hope is brought back, but as punishment, the littlest lamb is taken. Unjust. Justice. Whoa. Whoa, Lily. Whoa, that's really crazy. Okay, I'm gonna need a minute for this one. Uh, there'll be a cut here, because I need a minute. Okay. This episode is full of many strange and very distinct parts. There's lots of symbolism and weird shit and hinting at things. And then there's the flashback, uh, given to us mostly from Tabuki's perspective of the incident itself in this world's version of the incident as it occurred. The whole framing of sins of the father, if you will, and a train to the destination of fate, off of which Sanetoshi arrives with his little dark bunny helpers. Obviously, also weird creatures from the destination of fate, not unlike the penguins, but seemingly something else. And then they take on the role of the serpent in the Eden creation myth, which is heavily sort of referenced in this fairy tale retelling of Mary Had a Little Lamb. Uh, and we get the cruelty of the punishment served, which is an odd thing. I think the thing that stands out most is Shoma's framing of everything in fairy tale esque terms. The implication is that uh, the apple tree's withering and the attempt to revive it is the work of Mary. In this case, it's framed as their father. So I guess the sin that is taken here to gather the goddess's torch and sprinkle the ashes is whatever they were doing or trying to achieve, with the bombings as they're being framed. Um, but there's this weird separation between the story of the little lambs themselves and the story of the apple tree falling and the attempt to revive it. Whoa. Framing things as fairy tales is something that we've seen a lot from Ringo and not at all from Kamba Shoma. Um, but here, Shoma's framing of all of this as a fairy tale works very much the same way. It's as though he's super desperate to find some kind of meaning, and it kind of contradicts his opening statement about hating fate. uh, because he seems to be trying to find meaning or significance in framing Himari's death as some punishment for what his father has done or what his parents have done. It seems like that's the only way he can justify that cruelty, is to say like it must be a punishment, and it must be the most cruel punishment because that is how the world works. It's really strange. We get a whole bunch of new symbolic language, and this episode is as rife with symbolism as any, although it takes place in so many weird places. But from the very beginning, we enter this empty, lit hallway, and we start with heart rate 0. Sanetoshi arrives as someone is revived, it seems. The bunnies appear, and now instead of just being an item spinning, there are these red glowing balls as though they are our characters linked on some in their own orbits, but in some way linked to one another, cycling past one another. And we see these two bunnies with their slightly different ribbons being real creepy. If all that's caused by fate, then God must be incredibly unfair and cruel. We discover that their father was part of some Antarctic expedition. We don't recognize anybody else in the frame but him, and he is there. So I wonder if this is, in this world, the place where the organization began, or whatever. I don't know. Then the doctor is gone, and Sanetoshi sits alone, holding what we presume is the fruit of fate, which we discover has a bullet sticker on it, or ampule. I think they're ampules, but it also looks like a bullet. I don't really know. And then the thing around it kind of looks like crosshairs ish. So I don't know. But it's not the Kiga apple, right? It's something else. It's something different. Bullet or an ampule or a vial of blood. I don't know which. The penguins continue to get weirder and totally like be distant from what's really going on. The penguin is going and looking for Smut while he gets a phone call about his sister's death. It's so strange. And he gets a phone call in world from Sanetoshi, who tells him in no uncertain terms, your sister will die again tonight. And essentially, there's nothing you can do about it. So we return to the question at hand, how is Momoka's death your fault? And the phrasing of that is pretty interesting because it's not their fault. They didn't kill her, but their family did. And so it's the sins of the father and the sins of the parent. I guess he has to rationalize it that way. I don't know. And then in these flashback moments often are cut off at the moment. Had a baby, a boy, not two, a boy. Okay. So are they not brother and are Kamba and Shoma not brothers? Unknown. Just unknown. Weird though. There's something really creepy about how we linger on this person walking with the box. It's really strange. And this whole organized madness going, and some very familiar terminology. Let's initiate the survival strategy. Everything is so starkly desaturated and weird, especially around them. And when the father actually appears, uh, in this moment, he's starkly desaturated, and he kind of nods to himself as though there are two of him, or is he nodding to the people? He's nodding to the people next to him, I guess. Like, but we frame it as though he's nodding to himself, as though this is like self-perpetuated, and he is almost entirely desaturated. There's nothing but a little bit of blue in him, a dark specter upon the world. And the lines that he say are at odds with the things that he's about to do, that we know he's about to do. He's about to kill lots of people, and believes wholeheartedly that the world will be put at peace by inciting violence. Weird. Weird. So that's why I draw the connection between like we talk about the tree as being the source of hope and life and peace and joy and all these good things in the Mary Had a Little Lamb segment, and the act, clearly the taboo act of going and doing something with the goddess's ashes, it's kind of Icarus-y, like flying too close to the sun, but at the same time kind of something else. I don't know. Prometheus stealing fire a little bit is actually what it reminds me of more than anything. Not Icarus. Prometheus stealing fire. Um, but we're using that to frame the actions of the parents as though Shoma can't believe that they would do something so heartless and cruel for anything but justified reasons. And it seems that they think that those reasons are justified, which is, I suppose, a bit of an indictment of the entire ridiculous cult mentality. And then we turn our attention to Tabuki, whose alarm allowed him to skip out on this moment of fate. And there's a bit of a mirror element here in his wishing that he could have been there on that train. And there's an element of that in Kanba's desire for it to be me instead. A pretty common sentiment for people who lose loved ones in accidents or otherwise. And we arrive and things start getting weird. I mean, things have already been weird. The whole framing of the sequence puts us inside his head, and the desaturation of everything makes everything super dreamlike and difficult to get. It's hazy and strange and a whirlwind of symbolism. And then we have this separation of self against a black background that's just like it expresses utter shock super well. And his determination to go and do something is just crazy. And in this moment, his eyes go nuts. This is an awesome cut. And here we are. A terrible tragedy. Wasn't she still in elementary school? She was just on the train a little bit later. And sparkle, sparkle, there's Ringo. They only found her diary. Who would have thought her sister would be born on the same day as Momoka's death? I won't believe it. I refuse to believe it. That she's gone. Denial, obviously. Sad. So sad. How can I believe it? I love this shot. This is a cool shot. We get this reveal that his fingers have been cut off. And then his symbol, the bird in a cage. It's curious, all four fingers cut in the exact same place. Not by like a knife. I'm thinking like a spinning blade of some kind to cleanly lop them off in a way that they could be reattached. I don't know. And then the smoke rises and we return here. For the pain and suffering. They're responsible. And we undercut it all with the Princess of the Crystal just like, oh yeah, whatever. She is entirely at odds with their interpretation of reality and finds it boring and trite. Strange. And when I say at odds, I mean we literally frame her sideways. She is perpendicular to them. Do you agree that the wheel of fate binds you, and they are silent and apart, literally as far apart in the framing of the shot as possible? And if in case you didn't get it, we're gonna put a symbolic barrier between them in the middle as the break between the windows. Gosh, y'all fucking dense. I'll tell you something else. You have lost the Penguindrum. The world has called forth dark bunnies, some kind of judgmental specter. Uh-huh, okay. Also, I'm gonna die. Just gonna die real quick. It's been fun. The lights come on, the train leaves, and we are left in this extra dimensional pocket of weirdness. You must find the Penguindrum if you wish to derail its path and stop him. Only people I can think of this referring to are Mario and Sanetoshi, probably Sanetoshi, who is seemingly presenting himself as a potential savior figure. but he's flanked by these Satan analog dark bunnies. All right, so what was this? That happened before I was born. Okay. Before Himari was born? I don't know. So, we get this moment in the past where she is making their symbol of reconciliation, rolled cabbage, and lots of it, because she's the fucking best. I shall roll you up, then boil you down. And she's being playful and fun, and we contrast that completely with the dead eyes of Shoma and the sort of shock and realization of Ringo as she comes to realize that, oh shit, Himari is like really dead for this, and this is like really important. Um, and it kind of calls back to the conversation and beatdown that they had a little bit earlier during their argument on the train, where he is shocked at that she gave up the diary that they so desperately think they need so easily, and she doesn't understand why. Kind of like she berates him and beats him down for it. Hmm. She never really got that this is serious business, you know? Like she saw the world of Rock and Roll Night and she saw some stuff, but she never really figured out that, oh shit, their sister is like legit dead and we could prevent it. It's not like my sister who can never come back. This is real stuff. So again, framing obscure things with foreground objects, and we start a fairy tale. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. We change the details as we need to make them fit what Shoma needs to believe. Running into this empty hospital again, the pipes and odd architecture, impossible architecture of this hospital becomes an enemy in and of itself, and we retrace our steps through the same labyrinth, following the red thread, jumping between that and the apple tree that withers. The source of the world's love, future, and dreams, something that withered and disappeared. Mary cried on and on and on, and the lamb's consolation fell on deaf ears. Now, if we are framing this as the father and the children, then the fact that the world is at peace, that they have bliss if they want to reach out and take it right before them, is the same idea as the lamb's consolation falling on deaf ears. But instead, the quest is undertaken. The dark bunnies appear. A voice rained down from the sky. Two unusual huge black bunnies sitting on a rock. Literally Satan. Literally the serpent. You know the shrine of the goddess? Go and collect ashes from the flaming torch. This tree will recover the instant you sprinkle the ashes over it. And ashes, something that is already burned away. Okay. But there was taboo. Not so subtle temptation here. The goddess will be pleased too, but she will not. And so in we go. But the world here is, or Himari's internal world is falling apart. The staircase is dilapidated. The shiny objects are shattered. This is beyond repair. The payment I took from you has run out of juice. So that moment in the first episode where she reaches into him and pulls something from him. It's that red glowing ball. It's reminiscent of the thingamajiggies in Sarazanmai, and it's reminiscent of the Fruit of Fate itself, as though it's something that actually resides within each of us, or at least within Kanba. This girl's life will end, but he demands that she take it again, that she do it again. Tears his shirt in a very Gunbuster style, which is pretty cool, and offers himself, his own life, for hers. And she tells him in no uncertain terms, it doesn't work that way. It only works the once. But you never know until you try. He is forceful about it, and it glows and it burns brightly. What does she call it? The Scorpion's Soul. I seem to remember something in Night on the Galactic Railroad about a scorpion. So I'm gonna open the book and the film, and I'm going to Google. I'm just gonna find in page scorpion. The Flame of Scorpio. Kaoru recalls that it was once a scorpion who ate other insects but perished in a well after escaping a weasel. Regretting that it did not sacrifice itself for a good cause, the scorpion prayed to bring happiness to others in the next life, and its body burst into a bright flame that still burns in the night sky. Giovanni pledges that they should all go on together forever and vows to follow Scorpio's example of bringing true happiness to everyone. Uh-huh. However, as the train approaches the coal sack, a hole in the sky, Campanella sees what he considers the true heaven where his mother is waiting for him, and suddenly vanishes from the train, leaving Giovanni alone in despair. A scorpion who ate other insects. The way that Kamba devours people? Perhaps. Regretting that it did not sacrifice itself for a good cause, prayed to bring happiness to others in the next life, and its body burst into a bright flame that still burns in the night sky. Okay, I mean, elements of that line up in the Ikuhara blurry way. So we give it another shot. Let's initiate the survival strategy. Her clothing drops away, no longer disapparating as it used to. She reaches out, and at this point we talk about the apple tree being overjoyed. Himari could also work as the apple tree for them, and the whole parable works as self-sacrifice or self-dropping into sin and temptation in order to attempt to save the thing that is the source of their joy. I don't know how well that works. Again, it's always going to be fuzzy hazy with Ikuhara symbolism. The goddess appeared. He forces her to take it, or tries to. You have a very sexualized pose, but also maybe a reference to some specific painting. I don't really know. I feel like I've seen that particular framing somewhere before. We flash cut to that object entity thing that she always arrives in. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And then we get a face. We get the moments of why we love Himari. Penguin fades away. She fades away and appears to be La Dead Dead. We'll see if that retains its deadness. We get a face. Shrouded. With bluish hair, but painted in a way that makes it seem like that might not be the actual color on display here. Because punishment has to be the most unjust. Wonder if this is implied to be the real form of the Princess of the Crystal. Or if this is still in imagination land of the fairy tale goddess who brings on punishment. I don't know. Sanetoshi arrives. Why can't it be? Yes, indeed, it cannot. Right? I don't know, man. I feel like you're about to work some dark magic and maybe revive Himari. But I don't really know. Okay. Well, I'm personally kind of tempted to watch the next episode, but we're already almost 2 hours into recording, so I think I'm going to call it here, and we will just leave this mystery to sit and simmer for a little while. So, I've been Teeaboo. This has been Mawaru Penguindrum, episodes 11 and 12. Got a whole bunch of new shit going on, a whole bunch of new elements added and mixed up with all the rest. Penguins and now creepy rabbit people, and Sanetoshi being framed as a little bit less kindly and helpful. Definitely giving off strong, what's his name? Akio? That's right, right? Akio Utena. Yeah. Giving off strong Akio vibes to me. Okay. Well, I feel like Tabuki in that one frame where his shadow is like no, all right, I don't know where it is. But very very me IRL there. Jesus. Okay. Well, some crazy reveals, some very interesting cliffhangy things. We'll have to wait a week to see though. I'm content with that because this was a lot, and I don't know how well I would be able to analyze more Penguindrum if we were to watch more. So we'll call it here. I've been Teeaboo. This has been Mawaru Penguindrum, episodes 11 and 12. I hope you've enjoyed them as much as I have, and I hope to catch you next week when we watch a couple more episodes and maybe find out a little bit more of what the hell is going on. See you there. Peace.